Assalamu alaikum. Let's cook. People, this right here is the perfect example of a sellout, somebody who went into politics and did not do what they were supposed to do. And we seen this happen right before our eyes. And this is about Newark, New Jersey. The mayor, Ras Baraka, Brick City, Newark, New Jersey. People in the comments, get in there. Okay, this is the subject. He is the subject. But Ras Baraka is one of many. But the situation with Ras Baraka is a little more unique because people expected more from him due to who he is, his family, his history, and who his father is. Now, Ras Baraka is the son of Amiri Baraka. Amiri Baraka, one of the most influential and controversial American writers of the 20th century, a poet, a playwright, political activist, all that. He laid it down in Newark, New Jersey, which is his hometown, and he became deeply involved in local black political organizing. He also played a major role in electing Newark's first black mayor, who was Kenneth Gibson, in the year 1970. Amiri Baraka, he wrote a poem in the year 2001, Somebody Blew Up America. Now this poem was referencing 9/11, and after Amiri Baraka, Ras Baraka's father, after he wrote this poem, it led to his removal as the New Jersey Poet Laureate. Okay, well actually people, the state of New Jersey, the governor, James McGreevey, or Jim McGreevey, you remember him, this is his legacy right here.
One has to look deeply into the mirror of one's soul and decide one's unique truth in the world. Not as we may want to see it or hope to see it, but as it is. And so my truth is that I am a gay American.
Y'all see the way his wife was looking at him in disgust. So that guy right there, Governor James McGreevey, he demanded that Amiri Baraka resign from his position as New Jersey's Poet Laureate. Amiri Baraka said, no, I'm not stepping down. This is censorship, and you guys are misreading this poem's intent. Now, since this position of the New Jersey Poet Laureate had no formal removal mechanism, the New Jersey legislature ended up just eliminating the Poet Laureate position entirely. So that was their way of forcing Amiri Baraka out. Now, Amiri Baraka, I got to go off a little bit about Amiri Baraka, his father, Ras Baraka's father. Now, Amiri Baraka is the first person who put me up on what a bagel Zionist was, okay? He put me up on that. There used to be a series that came on called Brick City, okay? It was a series about Newark, New Jersey. It was called Brick City, I believe. And it came at the time when Cory Booker was the mayor of Newark, New Jersey. And they had Amiri Baraka on there, and he did a poem. He did it like off the top of his head. It wasn't nothing that was up in his archives or nothing. He just freestyling or whatever. And he's freestyling about Cory Booker, basically saying that Cory Booker is only the mayor to help the bagels control the New Jersey ports and make money and move in and make billions on billions of dollars. And people, the New Jersey ports, which is the Port Newark Elizabeth Marine Terminal, often called the Port Newark or Port New York, New Jersey Terminal, is one of the biggest ports on the East Coast and in the United States. You know what I'm saying? So basically, Amiri Baraka was saying this guy's just a little bagel plant. That's what he's there to do. So at this time, you remember black people were promoting Cory Booker as some kind of black excellence. So I said, let me look into what Amiri Baraka was saying. So I went and looked at some things, and that's when I found out that Cory Booker was the president of the Jewish club at Oxford University. So I was like, wow, that's what Amiri Baraka is talking about. So he actually put me up on how a black person can be, you know, a bagel Zionist as well. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going. I had to go off and talk about Amiri Baraka and his father, Ras Baraka's father. So that's who Ras Baraka's father is, okay? So he's riding off the strength of this man's vein right here. So you know people are going to have faith in him just off the strength of who his dad is. One of his biggest supporters throughout his history is the current Newark at-large councilwoman, Donna Jackson, okay? Now, check this out. This woman, Donna Jackson. This is many years ago when they were young, okay? Donna Jackson is the one talking, and Ras Baraka is there in the back. You can see him. Listen to this woman. So that right there is the sister Donna Jackson. You see the support and love she has for Ras Baraka. She said she's ready to take people out and give her own life for him. She knows he could do the job. Love him like my brother, she said. Okay? She sounds like the big sister or big cousin who gonna go air out any female that dare do something to him. She coming down the street, you know? Look how he is in the room with the people, dressed like regular like us. He's with the people. Look who his father is. So now you see why everybody's saying we need Ras to be the mayor. So the people are looking at him like a just person, like somebody like, okay, he could fix this. Now they had this Cory Booker loser as mayor after him at one point. So now here's that same woman, Donna Jackson, right? Once her brother, Ras Baraka, who she supported and went hard for, once he became mayor. Check her out.
Lies and lies, let's go. Boy, in that corner, you should have never ever tried to answer me because you can't. Incompetent, incapable, can't negotiate, can't do nothing. So shut your mouth, Ras Baraka, because you don't know what you're talking about. You never even answered the question. And let me tell you, to all my children on TikTok, all of y'all 9 to 15 that been reaching out to Mama Donna, I did not get the check. And I'm not going to get the check because the boy don't got the check. And I'm telling y'all tonight, shut up. Mr. Pennington, shut up. Don't answer me because y'all lie all the time. Let these people know they're going to get laid off June 1. Stop waiting. Let these people know they're not getting their retro pay. Stop lying. How in the world are we appropriating $83 million for 1 month? January 2026. What y'all doing? Where's the money? How are we $800 million in debt with the state? Don't sit there looking at me. Y'all just finished paying fines out your own council money because we don't have this right. So now y'all put us in a position 2024 and 2025 are not approved by the state. You don't even need to work on 2026 because we ain't got no money. Look at this litigation tonight. This is because y'all allow this building to be run like a whorehouse. How are we paying $575,000 as a settlement to Miss Woods? Settlement again, $900,000. David Burgos, what's that about? I don't know who he is. Give him his damn check. Settlement. Mr. O'Neill, $182,000. It's on your agenda, so don't get mad at me. I'm reading y'all stuff. Now, Mr. Baraka, you want to play games with me? I'm not the one, Negro, because I know what I'm talking about, and this all falls on y'all because you allowed it. $198, $1.9 million. I'll give you the paperwork. Calm down, relax. So, Mr. Baraka, when I said $5 million, let me undress you tonight. Your office in miscellaneous funds for the year 2025, you sorry sack of suds, $69 million in miscellaneous. And that's why the state rejected the budget, and y'all know it. Y'all know it. The water department, $12 million miscellaneous. Why? Miscellaneous for what? What we stealing? We ain't fixed one treatment plant yet. We ain't fixed the dam up there yet. We had a fire up there, and you keep allowing these contractors. It's nothing but God that them 2 babies in that East Ward didn't die the other day. But this ain't the first explosion. This ain't the second explosion. Right on South Orange Avenue in Littleton, they wiped out the whole internet. Roman construction. Y'all keep letting these incompetent, non-permit having people operate in this city because that's what y'all do. You putting people's lives in jeopardy.
Talking to that same man that she said she'll kill and die for back years ago when they were younger. This lady is really not playing, and she can talk to him like that because he knows that she knows him better than everybody in that room. She said he can't negotiate. She knows him, okay? They've had many conversations, and she's very disgusted in what he's become. Once he became mayor, after all that work, he gave his own people his butt to kiss, like a typical Negro sellout who's doing nothing for his people once he get in position. Well, how you know they're going to be a sellout? Easy. Are they part of a Greek sorority, or fraternity. Not saying that other people can't be that aren't, but this is automatic, 100% undefeated. Are they part of that? Okay, that's what the white man put them there for to do. Okay. Now, what makes this woman go from what you seen in the first video to that? She's not lying and making nothing up. It's because this guy right here, Ras Baraka, sat with the people, made promises, acted like he was better than Cory Booker, and turned out to be another Cory Booker. Look at what Ras Baraka's father, Amiri Baraka, had to say about Cory Booker. Check this out. This is what his father had to say about Cory Booker.
When you talk about, you raise the political aspirations of your son in the city of Newark, we've talked an awful lot about what's been going on there and the mayor and his political aspirations. Do you think Cory Booker has earned the right to be a U.S. senator?
Well, I don't want to speak on his being a U.S. senator. I'd be happy if he got out of here, though, I would say that. I mean, where he goes when he leaves is up to him. But, no, I mean, he's got as much right to run for senator as anybody else. I mean, whether you vote for him or not is, you know, another choice.
What do you think his greatest shortcoming as mayor has been?
Well, he's never been here. I mean, he's, we call him the virtual mayor. You can see him on television and radio and different kinds of trips. But in terms of a hands-on leadership, there's not been much of that.
His son turned out to be just another Cory Booker. That's why Donna Jackson is yelling at him. And this guy right here, Ras Baraka, is one of the best examples of a sellout or somebody who was put in position by the people and did not do what they were supposed to do. I don't know what else to call him. He rode his father's wave, the son of a great black activist, poet laureate, all that. He got that hip hop wave. He's on the Breakfast Club and all these other spots. And now his biggest flex is being arrested by ICE while fighting for immigrants in Newark and calling Donald Trump a racist. That's his flex. See, the thing about it is these shine-bone Greek boule sellout Negroes, they knew for a certain amount of time, all they needed to do was be critical of Donald Trump and call him a racist. That's how they bamboozle black people. They take advantage of black people's minds because they know black people don't know much and are very emotional. With this performance activism, it was a lot of them doing that, not just, you know, Ras Baraka. It was a lot of black politicians doing this whole performance activism. They know that that's all they had to do to appease black people. You don't got to give them nothing. Let's just go argue with MAGA and Donald Trump and call him a racist. Then they'll be happy and clap and stand up while I give them absolutely nothing. You know what I mean? All they have to do is be a black Democrat politician, argue with Donald Trump, call Donald Trump a racist, black people fall for him. It's a really insane thing. Very abusive relationship. And that's what Ras did also. So he was so happy to get locked up by ICE to walk around. He could use this storyline and everybody would say, oh, look, he's a fighter for the people. Listen, black people in politics, these big black politicians in all these cities who are fighting for ICE, fighting ICE, whatever, and talking about Donald Trump, this and that, they are doing that for white people as well. They are working for the white liberals. That's all it is. Black people just can't figure that out yet. You know what I'm saying? Not saying Donald Trump ain't what they say. Donald Trump is everything these people say he is. But the people who they work for are the same thing that they say Donald Trump is. I don't see, black people just can't connect the dots when you bring this in. Anytime you bring celebrity, it's just a spell. You know what I mean? Democrat is a spell. So people like this sister Donna Jackson and others, they had faith in him because they birthed him from the bottom. You know what I mean? And he let the people down. Now, I don't think that this sister Donna Jackson cares what he does, what he joins, whether you a member of this, you got to lay in a coffin or ride on a goat, whatever you got to do. I don't think she cared about none of that. I just think her thing is you in position, handle what you're supposed to handle for the people here, and that's it. That's all we want. You know what I mean? And that's the story of many of these predominantly black cities with these new black shine-bone mayors, you know, and that's what it is. And you'll notice the only people who will be standing up and defending these people's actions will be that certain group of people who live within that city in a black community who got a job from them. That's it. That'll be it. You know what I'm saying? That's what they all do. Get in position, give their close people a job at City Hall or some other program. Those people are happy. It looks like something. It's the same thing over and over again. You know what I mean? But anyway, people, get in the comments. Let me know what you know about this. Easy.